So we did the hypnobirthing class with Vivian, and it was my first or our first baby. So, you know, of course, we were a bit apprehensive. We decided to have a home birth. We had the support of Ty, who was our doula, who was amazing. Such an amazing experience. I had my mom arrived from the UK on the Saturday night. We had her baby shower on the Sunday. On Monday, I went to Bye Bye Baby for some last minute things, and on Tuesday she arrived. So Tuesday morning, like, I'd been having the Braxton Hicks contractions like a lot more frequently than I had earlier. So I went for a massage, and I thought, okay, well, I'll time them because I know the massage is an hour. And so I had the massage, and I had 7 of the surges in an hour. So I got home and I called the midwife and said, you know, I don't know if these are the real thing or not, but they're happening more frequently. Like, there's no pain, just feel, you know, your stomach gets really hard and tight. And she said, okay, well, you sound okay, but just use an app and just, you know, let me know how frequent they are for an hour. So I timed them for an hour, and they were 50 seconds long for 1 hour and 5 minutes apart. So I called her back and she said, okay, well, I'm just gonna stop by and check you. Like, you sound fine. Maybe it is the Braxton Hicks, but I just want to have a look. So she came over at 3:30, and I was 4 centimeters already at that point. So she said, okay, Luna is coming tonight. She said, take a shower, have something to eat, and most importantly, have a nap, because you're gonna need it. So I followed all her advice, apart from taking the nap. And then she came over at 6:30, and Salvador had come home from work at 6, and the doula was there at 6:30, and the surges were getting a little bit more intense, so it was really helpful for Salvador to do some of the techniques that we'd learned in the class, especially like pushing on the lower back just above the coccyx. That really helped, but it was still comfortable. You know, I was just breathing through them, following the techniques, and I could have a conversation with everybody. My mom was there, and the doula, and Salvador. I could have a conversation, but when the surge came, I just needed to take myself off to a little place like we learn in the class, and then 1 minute later, you know, you're just normal again. So the midwife said to Ty, you know, she's still smiling. I think she's going to be a while yet. And Ty said, I think she's going to be smiling till the end. I think you should go and check her. So they went and checked me, and I was 10 centimeters. They said, we need to get this tub filled with water now. She needs to get in the tub. And we only had 2 buckets, and one of them had a hole in it. So my mom and Salvador and everyone was scrambling around trying to fill the pool. And meanwhile, I'm stood downstairs just chatting to the doula. She's helping me with the surges. And then my waters break. They're like, okay, you need to get in the pool right now. So it wasn't quite full, but I got in it, and they were still filling it out with the kettle and anything they could find. And then Luna was born at 8:39, so it was like 69 minutes, and it was just such an incredible experience, just so natural. And so it wasn't easy because it is hard work, it's physically demanding on your body, but there was no pain whatsoever. It was just breathing through, and I think the strange thing is you have no concept of time, whether you've been there 20 minutes or 20 hours, and just you're kind of looking for a little bit of reassurance, especially with a home birth, that you haven't been there for 24 hours, because obviously then you have to transfer to a hospital. And they told me, no, she's coming, we can see her head. My mom said, oh, I can see what color. Keep pushing. And I only pushed when I felt the need, like your body naturally has this urge to push at a certain point. But I was feeling quite tired, and Ty, the doula, she said, oh, let me go and get you some honey. No, I don't want any honey, I don't want any honey. She literally put the spoon of honey in my mouth, and Luna came out. like I didn't even swallow the honey. It's just that energy, and I guess the sugar and the sweetness was just the little bit that I needed. And she came out, it was very peaceful, and I kept her on me until the placenta came out shortly afterwards. And then it was just amazing to be like a family unit, just with so much love, and Luna had arrived, and it was just amazing. And Salvador followed all the advice from the classes. And it was just incredible.
But the only comment is we did get pushback from society, I guess. Like your friend kind of stopped talking to you because they were afraid. They were really concerned about having the home birth. My aunt, she's a gynecologist, and she was saying, hey, just please don't do it like that. So we did get some pushback, but we're just glad
and I think people are just a little bit nervous of hypnobirthing because they don't know what it is, and they think you're like put under a spell to give birth or something. But you know, any negativity that we had towards it, we just, okay, that's their opinion, and we didn't pay any attention to it, and we have zero regrets. I think the only feeling I have is like I wish more people knew about hypnobirthing and knew that they could do it on their own without medical interventions. And because I think if you're told from the beginning you can't do this without support and help and you know, interference medically, then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. But if these classes are amazing because it's such a natural process that your body and the baby is designed to do this, you just have to take your mind somewhere else to let them get on with it. So thank you, Vivian. We're so happy.
Thank you. You just made my whole week, and it's, you know, it's so satisfying to hear that it did work for you, and you did what you needed to do. And gosh, and look at her, she's just gorgeous, beautiful, healthy, so cute.
Yeah, she's great. She's long. We got a shock because she was quite long when she came out.
And the last thing is that the hypno music or hypno, like you were missing it after the
Yeah, so of course nothing quite goes to plan. So I had everything ready on my iPhone. I downloaded all the hypnobirthing music, and there were a few technical glitches, and I guess people were anxious to find out, oh, has she come yet? Like, what's happening? And on the iPhone, every time you get a message, it stops your music playing. So you were trying to like listen to the music, and then it would just interrupt. So I think
No, I mean later you missed hearing the colors.
Oh yeah, now I miss the rainbow relaxation. I sometimes play it at night to get to sleep because it's so good. But I think she came into the world listening to Kygo, didn't she? The kids skip. But yes, I think just follow your instincts and follow Vivian's advice and everything she teaches you, because it's such a great choice that everyone has made.
So how has this affected you in the way that you view Shelly?
Really, before I had really high, what's the word? Like, I always been very proud, and like I think she's amazing, and this was just one more proof that like she's strong, and I love her so much.
Thank you. But it is great to have the support of your partner. I mean, our doula was incredible, but she really prompted you, I think. I mean, everyone else was in the background, but just having your partner there and just like, you know, holding on to you, it just makes it so much easier. And I think at the end, the midwife's like, okay, your baby's coming, like you can receive your baby. And I took my hands away from Salvador, and it was like, I didn't feel I could do that bit without him, so I unfortunately didn't catch the baby. She's fine, but I was, you know, I needed that connection still. I think until she was on me, I didn't feel like I could let go. So it is definitely a two-way, it's teamwork, basically.
Such a beautiful story. Thank you so much for sharing.
That's fine.
Would any of you like to ask some questions? Do you have any questions? This is my quiet class. They don't talk much. But
I know one of the things I was thinking when I took the classes was about the pain, because everyone has different levels of pain tolerance, and I can honestly say I felt no pain whatsoever. There was a point where I felt uncomfortable, like these surges are coming frequently, and I want them to stop at some point, but there was no pain whatsoever. I had no tearing, no nothing. It was just all amazing. So don't be afraid of any pain, because it's not there. Sweetheart, do you have something to say too?
yeah, tell us all about it.